So I just got back from the thrift store and I think I found some really great clothing pieces for this project that we're gonna do. I needed fabric in preferably a cotton, solids, patterns in patriotic red, white, and blue. We need a lot of fabric for this, so I was really excited to come across this red and cream block print dress. I was so excited to find a pillow sham in a red and white buffalo plaid check, and fantastic, it's solid red on the back. So I've got double the fabric with one pillowcase. And I was missing some white. So I came home, shopped my home, and actually found this white lace panel that I had used for another project. And this is going to be my shot of white in the project.
I'm starting with a solid blue men's shirt. Cut a notch along the side seam and then rip the front panel from the rest of the shirt along that seam. Use scissors to cut the remaining panel from the shirt. Measure 1 inch or 2 across the bottom of the panel and cut notches with some scissors. Then, with your hands, tear the fabric from each notch through to the end of the panel. You want to tear the entire fabric panel into strips. If you have a dress, determine where you have the most open fabric free of embellishments. I used the same cut and tear process to make fabric strips from the skirt. I shopped my house and found a lace panel remnant to use. But for these strips, I used my scissors and cut each strip, as tearing will not work on the lace. I also used scissors to cut the plaid pillow sham so I could be more precise with the pattern. The red backing of the sham was definitely a fabric bonus. The cutting and tearing takes a little time, but you are left with piles of fabric strips ready to go. Now grab a piece of rope. I got mine at the dollar store, but any rope will work. Take one of your strips and simply tie it in a bow around the rope. Take another strip of fabric in a different color or pattern and tie it in a bow next to the first bow. Continue to tie bows onto the rope with the fabric strips. Tie them close enough together so you don't see the rope underneath. Keep alternating patterns as you tie. Don't forget to add the solid colors into the mix so the eye has a chance to rest when looking at the fabric bows close together. For the ends of the rope, I used every bit of the thrifted clothing that I could. There was a ruffle on that fun dress. I cut the ruffle in half and tied them to the ends of the rope with lots of trailing fabric on the end so I can hang the garland. I hung my garland on our front porch and knotted the end ruffle tie around the railing post so it swagged across the railing. What a pretty way to decorate and celebrate Memorial Day, the 4th of July, or just summer itself.
Bamboo skewers can be used for more than just summer barbecues, and the dollar store has both small and large sizes. Pick up one of these July 4th red, white, and blue bead garlands. The first step is to cut the bead garland string and pull all of the beads apart. Take a large bamboo skewer and add a drop of hot glue to the pointed end of the skewer. Slide one of the beads onto the end and hold for a couple of seconds while the glue dries. Cover the ends of multiple bamboo skewers with the different colored beads. Now, hunt your home for scrap fabrics in red, white, and blue colors. Any pattern will do. Rather than messing with a measuring tape, use a plain piece of paper, I used 8.5 by 11, to roughly measure a block on a piece of red fabric. Snip alongside the paper pattern with some scissors, and then rip the fabric rather than cutting. Do this along all sides of the paper pattern to tear a rectangular fabric shape. You will also need smaller rectangular pieces of fabric, preferably in a blue and white combination. I used a small notepad for my pattern. Just snip and tear the fabric into smaller rectangular shapes. If using an old shirt, place your pattern over the larger uninterrupted areas of the shirt and then tear. But you could also try including the buttons and placket from the front of the shirt as part of the square that you cut. Using your hot glue gun, run a line of glue along the right-sided short edge of the fabric. Place the beaded skewer rod right on top of the glue line, pressing it down so it sticks well to the fabric. Once the rod is in place, run another line of hot glue along the top of the rod. Carefully roll the rod along the glued edge, wrapping the fabric around the skewer to make a neat, secure finish. Now flip the flag over so you can see the front side. Take the smaller piece of blue fabric and place it on the top left corner of the flag. Add a bit of glue underneath the fabric to hold it in place. If you are incorporating a shirt pocket in your design, why not add an additional pattern with a small piece of fabric tucked into the pocket as a pocket square? Have fun mixing patterns. You can go classic or full-on quirky. Don't forget the smaller bamboo skewer rods. You can take the tiniest fabric scraps and create any number of charming pattern combinations for your flags. Smaller flags are fantastic for small centerpieces. Tuck them into one vase or give them their own space in a test tube vase display. Larger flags are perfect for tucking into larger outdoor pots and planters. And you can go all out by mixing the larger and smaller flags together. I hope this inspired you to create charming and inexpensive flags for the 4th of July using bamboo skewers and fabric scraps.
Looking for some patriotic decor ideas? Grab some dollar store bandanas and I'll show you 4 fast party hacks you can make in minutes. Fold 2 bandanas diagonally so the stars and stripes show. Slide them together and tie a small double knot in the center. Keep adding more until you have the length you want. Attach suction cup hooks to your window and tie each end. Now you have an instant patriotic banner. No sewing, no stress. You can also hang this on a porch, fence, or tree. Lay 2 bandanas side by side. Add small dabs of hot glue at the corners and a thin line down the center. Press together. Repeat until you have 3 across. Make a second strip of 3. Now glue both strips together, starting from the center and working outward. And just like that, you've got a festive tablecloth for a fraction of the cost. Tuck a bandana inside a mason jar. It keeps everything from blowing away and doubles as a reusable napkin. Functional and cute. Grab a candle holder and straws, napkins, or a bandana. Add a small line of hot glue and attach around the base. Repeat all the way around. Simple, festive, done in minutes. There you have it, 4 last-minute patriotic party ideas using one simple dollar store item. Hosting for the holidays, but your table feels kind of plain, like it's missing that festive wow factor? Let's fix that with an easy patriotic tablescape that looks high-end but starts at Dollar Tree. Grab a few basics, think red, white, and blue decor, napkins, small centerpieces, or fun accents to build your theme. Then shop your house for the rest. Mixing what you own with a few budget finds makes this look intentional, not overdone. Now build your place settings. This instantly makes the table feel more styled and festive. Add a flag under each place setting for that bold, patriotic touch. Keep everything cohesive by sticking to red, white, and blue for cups, napkins, and accents. Finish it off with some plants, florals, or small decorative pieces in the center to bring everything together and give it that full, styled look. And just like that, you've got a festive, eye-catching table that's perfect for any patriotic gathering. Thanks for watching Home Talk, and catch you next time.